welcome back to my channel. My name is Savannah if you guys are new here, but if you are not, welcome back. As a lot of you guys may know, especially if you are on any of my spam accounts, I have been getting a lot of tattoos recently. I got my first tattoo around my birthday, and then ever since quarantine ended, I have gotten 3 different tattoos. That's not a whole lot, but still I've been going and getting them back to back. So I've been getting a lot of questions to make a piercing and tattoo video even before I had all these other tattoos, but I just didn't feel like it was right because I only had like 1 tattoo, so I felt like the video would just be super short and boring. But I feel like now I have a good mixture of both, so I'm ready to finally do the tattoo tour, piercing tour, whatever you want to call it. I absolutely love my tattoos, I absolutely love my piercings, and I'm gonna start getting into which piercings I have and when I got them, or like the story behind them, whatever, and also about my tattoos. Okay, so I guess I will go ahead and do my piercings first. So the first piercing I ever got was my first holes. They are in here. They don't have any jewelry in them right now, but it's just my first holes, and I got those when I was a baby, so I don't really have a story time about that or like pain tolerance or anything like that, but I got them when I was a baby. My parents decided that for me, and I'm really happy they did because clearly I have a little mini obsession with it. I know some people don't feel like it's right to pierce a baby, but I'm perfectly fine with it. It worked out for me. I love my piercings, but I can understand why people don't like that and why people won't pierce babies. But yeah, so I have my first holes, and I got those done when I was really little. Then I got my second and third holes pierced. I don't honestly remember when I got these done, but I know that my mom did them. I'm gonna actually be telling you guys which ones I did myself or my mom did, or I'm going to be telling you guys the ones that I actually went and got done. So my first holes I did go get done, but my second and thirds my mom actually used the Walmart like gun, and I actually believe that I had my seconds and thirds like redone at one point. I don't actually remember, but I'm pretty sure I had them done at one time and they closed up and I had to get them redone. But anyways, my mom for sure did them the last time with the gun from Walmart. So yeah, I went ahead and just did my second and thirds. Pain tolerance honestly would probably be the same for any of the low piercings, but it's really honestly a super easy pain. I would probably give it a 3 to a 4 just depending on how you handle pain, but honestly for me it's one of the most least painful piercings you can actually get. And then I have my 4th holes, which you guys obviously know I did a video where I did my 4th holes and another one of my piercings that I have, and they're still kind of healing up. But honestly, from the video that you saw when I pierced them, if you go back and look, basically in that video you can see that it really wasn't painful at all, and I would probably honestly rate it again like a 3 or a 4. They're really not painful, especially I felt like when I did it myself with the actual needle, because all of my other low piercings I've actually had only with guns, and I feel like with the needle it was so much less painful with the actual needle than it was with the gun, because the gun is actually just shooting like an earring in your ear, and a needle is obviously like a needle, so it's just a lot less painful whenever you actually get them done with the needle. So yeah, that's all my low piercings. I have 4 low piercings, so that's this part right here. And then also pretty recently I got my industrial done, and my industrial actually was probably my worst piercing that I've had so far. I've probably already said this, but my first ones I got done. My second, thirds, and fourth I actually either had my mom done or I did them, but my industrial I actually got done. You guys saw that as well in a video. It was my piercing roulette video, but I got my industrial done, and by far my industrial has been the worst to heal and the worst to get done. It really was like a 10 out of 10. Like it was so bad. It's been really annoying to take care of. I actually have keloids. I've been using tea tree oil. I've heard that using aspirin or something like that crushed up can also help, but I've been cleaning it and I've been putting tea tree oil on it, and if it doesn't go away I'm gonna actually have to get it removed, or I'm gonna have to take the industrial out. So who knows if this one will be here for much longer. But yeah, I have my industrial. It's just really highly annoying, so if you're gonna get a piercing, this one takes a lot of care and can go wrong pretty fast. So just letting you know, for me it personally hurt, and I also have a really thick cartilage, so that was another factor into why it hurt so much. Also on this ear, this is the ear that I actually had my cartilage pierced, but since I got my industrial on this side, and I'll explain why I got it on this side when I go over to this side, but I actually have my cartilage on this side, so that is another piercing that I do have, and it's still open, but I just haven't worn any jewelry in it because I do have my industrial on this side now. For my cartilage, I would probably rate that one like 5 to 6. It really wasn't painful, but again, I do have pretty thick cartilage, so it was a little bit more painful than other people who have flimsy cartilage, because when you have flimsy cartilage I just feel like it wouldn't hurt as much, but mine's pretty thick, so anything in my cartilage area does tend to hurt a little bit more than others. But again, cartilage wasn't super bad. I don't think any piercings honestly super painful, so that's just my personal opinion. Then moving on to this ear, I've actually had my tragus pierced. I got it pierced 1 year when we went to Panama City for my sister's softball tournaments that she had out there, and we all actually got our traguses pierced, or we all got something pierced. I'm pretty sure it was all our tragus, but I'm not 100% sure. But I got my tragus pierced, and it actually closed up because it fell out, because I had to play in a volleyball game at my middle school, and the referee actually ended up seeing it, so they made me take it out, and I was like, it's fine, I'll just put it in right after game. And then we ended up losing the jewelry, so I just never put it back in, and I just never got it re-pierced. But my tragus honestly was probably like a 7 or an 8 because this was the only piercing, even though my industrial was like super bad, this was the only piercing that I ever felt like lightheaded getting. I don't know why, but for some reason after getting my tragus pierced, I felt really lightheaded. And just with this piercing, like it honestly felt like they were scraping my skull. And I don't mean to scare anybody who wants to get their tragus pierced, because I honestly probably will get it re-pierced just because I love the piercing so much. But it did feel really weird to get, and it just felt like a really popping noise, and just, it was really gross. And then after, I really just felt lightheaded. But honestly, it's such a cute piercing, so if you still want to get it, don't let me scare you in any way, because to each its own. Like some people handle that way better and some people's experiences are way worse. It just depends on your pain type and how you can handle pain. But for me, it was just, I don't know, it was a weird situation. And then the last piercings that I have on this side is my triple helix. So my triple helix actually somewhat was pierced twice. So my triple helix, I actually went to the shop and got it done for the first time, and for the first time they did all three, and then the top. And also, I mind you, there's a bunch of different types of triple helix. Mine is a forward triple helix. If you didn't get the gist of it, I just call it a triple helix just cuz, but it's really a forward triple helix. So that's what that one is right there. But the first time I got it done, the very top one actually got infected, and I went to the doctor and I got some medication ointment for it, and he basically just said that I needed to take it out and I could get it redone whenever it was healed. So I waited a really long time, and then I actually just did it myself, because you guys know I'm that type of person. I pierce myself. Anyways, I did it myself, the top one, and it's been perfectly fine. It's healed great. I love it. So that's my triple helix, and that's all the ear piercings that I have. And then I have 3 other like body piercings. So the first one, as you guys can see, is pretty obvious. I have my nose pierced. Honestly, there's probably makeup on it, so I don't know if it's like super obvious. And my nose, I actually did myself, which a lot of you guys already know that because it's my most viewed video on my channel. It's probably the video that a lot of you guys actually subscribe to me from. But I did pierce myself, and if you haven't seen the video by any odd chance, then you can go watch it. But I did it myself in a very unsafe and unsanitary way, but it's whatever. It healed up great. Love it. All I gotta say, for my nose, I would probably rate it like a 7 or an 8, especially with the way that I pierced it. Probably if I would have done it with an actual piercing needle, it wouldn't have hurt it as bad, but I did do it with a safety pin, so it did hurt a lot, but it was a simple piercing and I love it. So the next piercing that I have that I actually got done at a place was my tongue piercing. Now my tongue piercing, the actual piercing part is not painful. Like it is seriously one of the least painful piercings you can get, and a lot of people will probably think it's super painful, like it's scary, it's your tongue. It's really not painful at all. Like I don't even know, it's just really not painful to get. I would probably rate it like a 1 or a 2. It was super duper easy. It went really fast, and I absolutely love my tongue piercing. The only thing, my tongue piercing was definitely by far the worst healing process I've had to go through. Your tongue constantly feels sore. You have to talk, and when you talk and you eat, you don't realize how much you actually use your tongue until you have like your tongue pierced and your tongue sore 24/7, but it hurts. And it's definitely a way different type of healing process than your ears, your nose, or any other body part that you might get pierced. It's just definitely different. It takes a lot more time and patience to heal. But for me, I know I get a lot of questions about, did I eat the same foods? Did I have to eat a certain type of way? Like anything like that. So for me personally, I still ate normal food. Like I didn't really change what I was eating, but it was a little bit hard to eat. But the first day I was biting the ball, but after that I've learned to not bite the ball, and I hardly ever do bite the ball. So I know some people get scared about how it can chip your teeth because of the ball and the metal and everything. For me personally, I have not had any experience with chipping my teeth or anything wrong with my teeth because of my tongue piercing. I've had no problems, but I know that is a factor when people do want to get their tongue piercing that they should know about. But yeah, with any piercing, you should definitely do your research before you get them. And then the next piercing that I have is actually my belly button piercing, which I'll show you guys what it looks like. It just looks like that. Super cute. Also, I didn't show you guys my tongue piercing. I'll just show you real quick. Just like that. But my belly button piercing I actually got done at my friend's house, and a girl from my school actually did it. So again, not the best route, but it's fine. My belly button did take a really long time to heal, which probably maybe if I would have got it done in a shop, it might have healed faster. It might not have. I don't know, because I obviously did get it done in a tattoo shop. But I absolutely love my belly button piercing, and if you're wanting to get any piercing like on your actual body, I definitely recommend a belly button piercing, because I just feel like it shapes you and it just adds really something nice to your stomach, and just really overall just looks so good on honestly anybody and everyone. So absolutely love my belly button piercing. I would probably rate the pain a 5 or a 6. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't honestly the best. So that's how my belly button piercing went. So now moving on to tattoos. I have 4 tattoos. So the first one that I actually have is this one behind my ear. I don't know if you can see that or if I'm showing it good. Okay, so this is my butterfly tattoo. As you can see, I just have 2 butterflies behind my ear, and that is my first tattoo. I believe I actually got it on my birthday, like my actual birthday or the day after. I'm not 100% sure, but this one honestly was probably my most painful. I've talked to different people and they say that ones behind the ear are actually pretty painful. So if you want to get one behind your ear, just know mine was pretty painful, and the other person I've talked to, theirs was painful as well. But I know some other people do say it's not painful. It's just, like I said, different for everyone. But I absolutely love my butterflies, so I'm going to tell you guys the meaning. So for me personally, the meaning, and I just want to also say that your tattoos do not have to have meaning. Whoever started the myth that like tattoos had to have a meaning, they absolutely don't. Yeah, it's like probably great if they do have meanings, but they do not have to have meanings. So just want to get that clear. But my meaning for this personal tattoo is that whenever I was growing up, I don't know if you like did this with dragonflies or whatever, or if you even did this at all, but I know whenever I was growing up, anytime a butterfly would come near me or like land on me or anything, someone would always be like, oh, that's like so and so in the past, like watching you and checking up on you and making sure you're doing okay and just like watching over you, protecting you, that type of thing. So that kind of just represents like family members in the past who just like are watching over me and just making sure I'm okay, and just like that type of situation. The second tattoo that I have is actually on my ribs. So this is actually my second tattoo. Basically what this tattoo is saying is that you're not going to have your good days without your bad days, and that your bad days, even though they seem super sad and depressing, they have meaning and they are for a purpose. So to me, it's just like a reminder that no matter what I'm going through, it's going to benefit me in some way, whatever lessons it's trying to teach me or whatever the case may be. Like if I'm losing someone or anything like that, it really just has like such a broad meaning to it. But it's just basically saying that those hard times, those bad days, things like that, they all lead to something brighter and something better. So that just tries to keep me a positive and stuff like that. This one I probably rate the pain like a 6 to a 7. I don't know. It was pretty painful when it got like up closer to here, but the lower part for some reason didn't really hurt as bad. I don't know if that's because that's like more like harder ribs and those are like floating ribs, but definitely the upper part of the tattoo hurt a lot more and the words definitely hurt. So I don't know, to each your own. Like I said, a lot of times the pain tolerance is different from everyone. The third tattoo that I have is actually on my thigh. I'm gonna try to show you guys. I have to literally stand up here, but this is just what my third tattoo looks like. And whenever I have like jean shorts on and stuff, it looks super duper cute. But that's that one. So this one actually is a Bible verse, Psalms 139:44. But basically it just says fearfully and wonderfully made, and you guys know I am a Christian, so I definitely wanted to get some type of tattoo that resembled my faith but also had a super positive message to it. This one I honestly probably rate like a 4 because it wasn't super bad. It was just a little bit uncomfortable, but honestly overall it was not a painful tattoo to get. So if you want like the thigh tattoo, it really is not that bad. And then obviously the last tattoo that I have, the tattoo that I haven't really talked about because I literally just recently got it a few days ago, but it is my arm tattoo, and this is just what it looks like. It's just flowers, and honestly this tattoo has absolutely no meaning. It literally just looks cute, and like I said, your tattoos do not have to have meaning to them. A lot of my tattoos that I'm probably gonna get in the future will have like absolutely no meaning to them. They'll just be cute. So that's just how I feel about tattoos. Absolutely love them regardless if they have meanings or not, and I absolutely love this one. It's still in the process of healing. I literally just put some ointment on it and it's already rubbed off. I will say with these types of tattoos, like arm tattoos, it is so hard, especially for me. I don't know, I just feel like it rubs on everything, and like no matter how much ointment I put on, it just is always off in the matter of like 1 minute. Like it comes off so quick, so it's just been really hard to keep like moisturized and stuff. Definitely watch out for that because it's just, I rub it off so fast. But this tattoo, I'd probably rate it like a 6 to a 7. Honestly, it was pretty painful. Me and Cameron went to go get it and I was literally squeezing Cameron so tight, and I was like, oh my god, this hurts. Like this hurts. Like it just hurt really bad. It definitely probably wasn't as painful as this one. This one I remember like wanting to jerk my head away from the tattoo artist so fast, like it hurt so bad. But this one, it was just super duper uncomfortable and painful at the same time. And also I just want to say, it really depends on who your artist is. Some tattoos are going to hurt 10 times worse, even if it is in a really fatty spot, just simply because the tattoo artist has a really heavy hand. For my side tattoo, it might not have hurted as bad, but my tattoo artist had a really heavy hand that did this tattoo. So it honestly really just depends on your tattoo artist, if they have a heavy hand, if they don't, and also where you are getting your tattoo. Another question that I've gotten gotten is, did I get my tattoos all done by the same artist? I did not. All 4 of my tattoos have different artists, as well as my piercings have different piercers. I'm one of them, not a piercer, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, all of my tattoos have different artists, and that is all my piercings and my tattoos. I hope you guys liked this video. I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!